Have you ever opened your bank app and felt like you accidentally subscribed to something called Broke Life Premium? You know that moment. You work hard. You try to be responsible. You think you are finally doing everything right with your money, but somehow that dream of hitting a six-figure savings goal still feels as impossible as becoming a professional unicorn trainer. It almost feels like there is a hidden rule book everyone else got except you. But here is the part that might genuinely shock you. Acting broke, even when you are not truly broke, can actually be one of the fastest ways to build real wealth. And no, this is not something reserved only for trust fund kids or those lucky people who bought Dogecoin with their lunch money at age 15 and ended up becoming overnight crypto geniuses. The truth is that once you understand how stealth wealth actually works, and once you follow the habits wealthy people quietly use, building your first $100,000 becomes way easier than most people believe. And here's the crazy part. That first $100,000 is not just a random milestone. It is the moment where your money starts working harder than your cousin who uploads motivational quotes on LinkedIn every single morning. Because once you hit that mark, compound growth becomes your silent business partner. The next $100,000 comes faster. The next one after that comes even quicker. Eventually, your money starts doing the heavy lifting instead of you chasing every extra dollar. I realized something powerful. The people who grow rich quietly almost always share a single trait. They know how to act broke even when they are not. They do not burn money trying to look wealthy. They protect their cash flow like it is gold. And if you want strategies that actually work without destroying your lifestyle, make sure to subscribe and hit like, because what I am about to share might be the difference between retiring comfortably or eating 25-cent ramen noodles at age 70. Before we go deeper, let me paint you a realistic picture of what most people are doing wrong. Most people try to live like the rich long before they actually become rich. They upgrade their car even when they do not need a new one. They move to a bigger house because it looks successful. They buy expensive clothes, subscriptions, gadgets, and trendy items because they want to project an image. But the problem is simple. Trying to look rich is like trying to fill a bucket that has holes at the bottom. You can pour water into it all day long, but you will still end up with nothing. Your money slips out faster than it enters. This is exactly why acting broke becomes so powerful. It helps you close those financial holes. It forces your money to stay with you instead of leaking out in every direction. Wealthy people understand something the middle class usually never notices. Real wealth grows quietly in the background. Loud spending disappears fast and leaves nothing behind. But here is the part most people misunderstand. People think saving money means cutting out coffee, skipping small joys, or living like a monk who punishes himself. But this barely moves the needle. The real savings come from the big decisions that shape your life: housing, transportation, lifestyle choices, and the systems you build to protect your money from yourself. Today, I am going to walk you through 9 stealth wealth strategies that can help you build real wealth while looking completely average on the outside. Each of these strategies can save or earn you thousands of dollars per year, and when used together, they can completely transform your financial path. Let us start with strategy number 9. Do not increase your lifestyle every time your income goes up. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Most people get a raise and immediately upgrade something. New apartment, new furniture, new wardrobe, new car. But here is the truth. This is called lifestyle creep, and it kills wealth building faster than anything else. Let me show you with real numbers. If you get a $500 per month raise and you simply act broke by investing that money instead of spending it, that one change alone can grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars over a 20-year period depending on your investment returns. That is the magic of acting broke. The wealthy understand this clearly. They do not inflate their lifestyle. They inflate their investments. Now let us go to strategy number 8. Keep your income private. Do not tell people how much you earn. Do not brag about your salary, bonus, or business profits. Do not hint at your financial growth. Here is why. The moment people think you are doing well financially, expectations rise. Suddenly you get invited to $80 dinners. People expect you to split expensive bills. Friends plan trips costing hundreds of dollars. You go to weddings where you are expected to give $200 gifts, and you get loan requests that you will never see again. But when you act broke, nobody pressures you. That is why wealthy people rarely talk openly about money. They talk about ideas, skills, opportunities, and goals, but they never announce their income. Now, strategy number 7. Choose the right circle. If you surround yourself with people who constantly show off, compare, and flex, you will be forced into spending more. If your friends compare shoes, phones, cars, or outfits, you will always feel pressure. Wealthy people choose a calmer circle. People who talk about investments. People who talk about improving skills. People who talk about building a future instead of impressing strangers. A high-quality circle makes stealth wealth easy because nobody is chasing fake status. Now, strategy number 6. Avoid expensive trends. Whenever something becomes trendy, the price skyrockets. A new phone gets released and suddenly it costs 3 times more than the last model. A new fashion style becomes popular and the price doubles. A lifestyle trend goes viral and everyone overspends. Wealthy people avoid trends because trends fade, but the money you waste never returns. Acting broke means sticking to simple clothing, reliable tech, and a car that does its job instead of draining your bank account. Now, strategy number 5. Buy assets, not liabilities. Most people throw their money into things that lose value instantly. Cars, shoes, fancy nights out, gadgets. But wealthy people direct their money into assets that grow over time. Here is the truth. Every dollar you spend on showing off is a dollar you cannot invest. But every dollar you put into assets is a dollar your future self will thank you for later. Acting broke means choosing long-term growth over short-term excitement. Now, strategy number 4, stay low profile to protect yourself. The moment people think you have money, everything changes. People ask for favors. People ask for loans. People expect you to pay. People target you for their benefit. There is a reason the wealthiest people often dress simply. They know that looking rich attracts attention that drains money, energy, and peace. Acting broke keeps your life calm, safe, and financially stable. Now, strategy number 3. Automate your investing. This is where real wealth begins to grow silently. When your investment contributions go out automatically every month, you do not miss the money. You do not skip months. You do not hesitate. This is exactly how compound interest takes over and does the hard work for you. Your job is simply to contribute consistently and leave it alone. Acting broke naturally increases how much you can invest every month. Now, strategy number 2. Stop using money to impress people. Most people use money to gain approval. They buy new outfits, new phones, and new cars just to gain attention. But here is the truth. The people you try to impress do not care about your future. They do not care about your financial security. They will not help you when you are struggling later. Acting broke forces you to stop chasing approval from strangers. You start focusing on impressing your future self instead of the crowd. Now, the biggest one. Live below your means while you build your foundation. Most people live above their means. They borrow money, they stretch their expenses, they take on commitments they cannot handle. But wealthy people do the opposite. They keep housing costs low, they avoid high car payments, they reduce fixed monthly expenses. Let me show you real numbers. If you cut your housing or transportation costs by 20% and invest the difference, that small change can grow to more than $500,000 over a 20-year period depending on your return rate. This is the power of acting broke. And here is the truth. Acting broke is temporary. Once your investments grow, once your money works for you, once you reach your first $100,000, everything becomes easier. That is when your money starts making more money than you. That is when wealth grows faster without forcing you to struggle. Most people will keep chasing the look of wealth, but now you know the quiet secret. Silent money grows the fastest. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss future wealth strategies. And remember, keep building your wealth one smart decision at a time.